The story begins on July 31, 1980, with the birth of Harry James Potter. But Harry wasn't just any baby. He was born under the shadow of a mysterious prophecy. It spoke of a boy with the power to defeat Lord Voldemort, the most terrifying dark wizard in history. At that time, the First Wizarding War was at its peak, and Voldemort ruled through fear. Once he learned of the prophecy, he had one goal: eliminate the child before he could become a threat. Imagine being an infant, unaware of the world, and in a single night becoming the most famous person in a world you don't even know exists. This boy will be a legend. There will be books written about him. Every child in our world will know his name. With these words, Professor McGonagall predicted the future of Harry Potter. But behind the fame lies a chilling story of betrayal, sacrifice, and dark magic. Harry spent his infancy in hiding at Godric's Hollow. His parents, James and Lily, trusted their friends with their lives. To keep them safe, the Fidelius charm was used. And while Sirius Black was the obvious choice for Secret Keeper, they switched to Peter Pettigrew at the last moment to throw off suspicion. It was a fatal mistake. Pettigrew was a traitor, a spy for the Death Eaters, and he handed the Potters' location directly to the Dark Lord. On Halloween night, Voldemort arrived at the Potter cottage. James fell first, trying to distract the Dark Lord without even having his wand. Then Voldemort turned to Lily. She didn't just die, she sacrificed herself, standing between the killer and her son. In that moment, something ancient and powerful happened. Lily's sacrifice created a barrier of love that magic could not penetrate. When Voldemort cast the killing curse, Avada Kedavra, it didn't kill Harry. Instead, it rebounded, obliterating Voldemort's physical form and stripping him of his powers. Harry was left with nothing but a lightning bolt scar, the only person to ever survive the curse. Why didn't Voldemort die completely? The answer lies in his Horcruxes, objects where he hid pieces of his soul. He had 5 at the time, but that night, an accidental 6th was created. A fragment of his unstable soul latched onto the only living thing in the room, Harry himself. This tethered them together, giving Harry the ability to speak Parseltongue and creating a telepathic link that would haunt him for years to come. While the Wizarding world celebrated the downfall of the tyrant, Rubeus Hagrid was rescuing baby Harry from the ruins. Under Dumbledore's orders, Harry was delivered to his only remaining relatives, the Dursleys, on the doorstep of number 4 Privet Drive. For the next 10 years, Harry would live a life of misery, tucked away in a cupboard, while the Dursleys tried to stamp out the magic in him. They had no idea that the boy in their house was a hero in waiting, and the legend of Harry Potter had only just begun. While the entire Wizarding world toasted to the boy who lived, the boy himself was living a nightmare. At number 4 Privet Drive, Harry Potter wasn't a hero, he was a burden. Imagine spending 10 years of your life locked in a dark, spider-infested cupboard under the stairs, while your cousin Dudley enjoyed 2 entire bedrooms just for his toys. This was the silent, lonely world of Harry Potter. Harry grew up believing a cruel fabrication. His Uncle Vernon and Aunt Petunia told him his parents died in a common car crash, claiming the lightning bolt scar on his forehead was a souvenir from the wreck. Harry's only true memory? a haunting flash of green light, and a cold, high-pitched laugh. But magic cannot be suppressed forever. Strange things always happened around Harry, his hair growing back overnight after a disastrous haircut, or suddenly finding himself on the school roof while running from bullies. He was punished for these unusual events, never knowing that the power flowing through him was the very thing his aunt and uncle feared most. Everything changed on Dudley's 11th birthday. At the zoo, Harry did the impossible. He spoke to a boa constrictor. Without meaning to, he made the glass of the enclosure vanish, letting the snake slide out to freedom. As the snake hissed a thank you, Harry realized he was different. This event terrified the Dursleys, leading to Harry's longest confinement in the cupboard yet. But the seal was broken. The magical world was coming for him. Then came the letters. The first one was addressed with terrifying precision. Mr. H. Potter, the cupboard under the stairs. The Dursleys panicked. They moved Harry to Dudley's second bedroom, but the letters followed, now addressed to the smallest bedroom. Soon, dozens, then hundreds of letters began flying out of the fireplace like birds. In a fit of madness, Uncle Vernon drove the family to a desolate shack on a rock in the middle of the sea, believing no mailman could reach them there. He was wrong. At the stroke of midnight, on Harry's 11th birthday, the door of the shack was ripped off its hinges. Enter Rubeus Hagrid. With a warm heart and a pink umbrella, Hagrid delivered the truth that shattered Harry's world. You're a wizard, Harry! For the first time, Harry learned about Hogwarts, about his parents' bravery, and about the Dark Wizard, who failed to kill him. He received his first ever birthday cake, and his first real friend. The era of the cupboard was over. Harry's first steps into the wizarding world took him to Diagon Alley. He discovered a fortune left by his parents in Gringotts, and finally felt like he belonged. But the most pivotal moment happened at Ollivander's wand shop. The one that chose Harry, Holly and Phoenix Feather, held a dark secret. The feather came from a phoenix that had given only one other feather. That twin feather resided in the wand of Lord Voldemort. This brotherly connection between their wands marked Harry not just as a wizard, but as a boy tethered to a destiny he was only beginning to understand.